A grandfather works all his life. He starts at the age of 12. He's working on the farm. He gets manual labor jobs. He works 60, 70, 80 hours a week. He's working 12-hour days, 7 days a week. He's working night shift. He's working 2 jobs. He's working 3 jobs. He is working, and he's never stopping. And he's doing it, why? For his kids. Because he wants his kids to experience a better life. So all that work, in a sense, you can look at it and say, oh, he wasted his life. All he did is, don't you know that you're on your deathbed? No one ever says, oh man, I wish I worked more. He wasted his life, but he didn't waste his life. He worked so that his kids could experience something better. So sacrifice is worth it. The imperfections of this world are bearable if we can say, you know what, maybe I didn't experience everything I wanted to. Maybe I wasn't the president. I wasn't famous. I wasn't wealthy. Maybe I didn't experience all the joy and pleasure that I wanted. But it's okay, because I'll have kids and grandkids, or I have people in my community, people I mentored, people whose lives I influenced. They're going to go on. They're going to live on. They're going to survive me. And they're going to experience new things. And they're going to try the things that I didn't try. And they're going to learn from my mistakes. So there's this projection of the self into other people, where it's okay that I didn't have a perfect life, because other people, they're going to go on and they're going to continue the story. And the story will go on, and there's hope for the future, and there's extension of the self. We're not going to physically harm you. We're just going to put you through 16 years of education in which you're taught to hate yourself, hate your history, hate your ancestors, hate your identity. We're going to teach you to hate yourself. And that, to me, is it's almost like worse than killing a child. Because a child lives, and then there's this physical death. And hopefully we have a spiritual view of things where that child's soul sort of goes on. Physical death is inevitable. And therefore, to me, it's acceptable. Physical death is something that happens. So physical violent death, I just don't think of as the worst possible thing. To me, the worst possible thing is to give someone a lifetime of hell, a lifetime of putting them in a mental cage. When children are put through an education system which teaches them to hate themselves, people forget how evil that is. Because it's just words. It's just ideology. It's just a story. It's just a narrative. I mean, look, we're not hurting the children physically. We're not assaulting them. We're just telling them that their identity is harmful, and we're just telling them that their history is violent, and we're just telling them that, maybe they're more privileged, and maybe they need to shut up and listen to people of color. And we're not being violent against them. We're not actually persecuting them. We're just telling them that, they don't have anything to be proud of. I mean, unless they are gay or something. Then they can have gay pride, but I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's not child abuse. It's not child abuse to tell someone that they're worthless. It's not child abuse to tell someone that they don't have an identity. It's not child abuse because it's not physically violent. Well, physical violence destroys the body. Physical violence ends this iteration of life, but I think life goes on. But life doesn't go on if all the souls which inhabit the bodies are locked in psychological torture as a result of our twisted education system, as a result of our culture. I think this video has run its course.